Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think last class we discussed about GL and we were in the middle of GL creation. Okay. So we'll continue from that level. Okay. User. GL account FS00. Their company code is PSD. Okay. So I think last class we discussed to create
Bank.
ICICI Bank, right? Okay. So again I'll click on copy 200203 and I'll going to change and create Axis Bank account. Axis Bank account. That's enough for banks. Now we'll move to creation of some other account in the same group. Click on create. I'll give number as 200211 and the code PSD. Account group current assets, balance sheet account. Here sundry debtors, sundry and debtors, or it is also called as account receivable account. Again it's a reconciliation account. I'll come to control data. As it's a reconciliation account, I will not select local currency. Instead of that, I am having another option called reconciliation account for account type. As customer, select line item display and sort key 031. Okay.
Sir,
Huh.
last time we selected only balance. Why this time we not selected for the Axis Bank only balance, and why we are adding a customer? Last time while creating a current asset in bank, we not select only balance. Yes.
As I told you, we are going to create the reconciliation account. Reconciliation account, what is reconciliation means? Reconciliation means we are going to collect the data from different source to get one output, right? With customers, we are having a too many transactions. Like we are going to sell the goods, we are going to return, we will get the credit memo, or we are going to raise the credit memo, or we are going to receive the payment from customer, and after that again we do the sales. So all these activities we are having, right? So once again we are having too many transactions. If we are having, then we need to reconcile all the data. So example, let you know. See with customer, say example you are having customer 1. So for this customer you do the sales around 10,000 rupees. Say example, after that he will going to return the damaged goods worth of 1,000 rupees. Then after he will do the payment of 5,000 rupees. Again after that again we did sales of 25,000 rupees. Again he will make the payment of 10,000 rupees. Then again sales 30,000. Like that the processes keep on going, right? When the situation is like that, we need to reconcile all the data, right? Reconcile means what is Reconcile means we are collecting the data, means how much we sold this time. Okay, 10,000. So how much he returned? 1,000. The balance is 9,000. Out of 9,000, we received 5,000, the payment, right? How much is pending? 4,000. Again, 25,000 has been sold. So 25 plus 4, 29,000. Again, he made the payment of 10,000. Out of 29,000, 10,000 we received from the customer. 10,000 minus 25,000 is around 19,000. Again, sales, like that we need to reconcile, right? For that purpose, we are going to select this reconciliation account. And we are having, as we discussed, we are having special special general ledger and normal ledger. So special ledger, we are going to consider reconciliation account and open item management. These are we consider as reconciliation account. Okay. Reconciliation, as I told you, open item management when we are making the payment in future dates, then that expenses should be in open, right? So say example TDS payable, we know how much we need to pay, but we not yet closed that, or we not yet paid that. That's the reason it is called as payable. So what is the difference between paid and payable? Paid, it is already paid, and payable, yet to pay, right? But one more difference is that expenses what you paid, that comes under P&L account of the expenses side of the P&L account. The expenses you are going to make the payment in future date, that is comes under liability side of the balance sheet. Okay, then that is what we call as open item management. These two ledgers are considered as a special. In reconciliation account, what are the ledgers comes, like sundry debtors, creditors, then accumulated depreciation, then advance from customer, advance to vendor. All this all comes under reconciliation account. And open item management, as I told you, TDS payable, GST payable, all kind of payables comes under open item management. Okay, here we are creating the reconciliation account. That's the reason it is I need to select this one. When we are selecting the reconciliation account, no need to select local balance. Why? Because the customer may from India, may not from India. So that's the reason I am not selecting local currency. Okay, then click on create bank or interest, and it's a reconciliation account, so I need to select field status group as G067. Okay, in the same account or in the same group, create 200 220 record PSD account group, current assets, balance sheet account, inventory of raw material account. Raw material account. Control data. Select only balances in local currency. Select line item display. Sort key 001. Then click on create bank or interest. It is also called as inventory of raw material. It is also called as purchase account. Control data and create bank or interest G006. See. Next, the same group. In the same group, click on create. 200230. Click on PSD. Current assets, balance sheet account, advance to vendor. What are the advance we made to my vendor? Advance to vendor account. It is also called as down payment paid. Control data. Again, it's a reconciliation account. Once it's a reconciliation account, no need to select only balances in local currency. Reconciliation account for account type, vendor, line item display, sort key is 012. Then click on create bank or interest, G067. Save. Okay, that's enough for current assets as of now. Now what we'll do, we are going to create GL account under accumulated depreciation group regarding these fixed assets. These are the fixed assets which we maintained earlier.
Last time we done the fixed assets, sir.
Yeah,
Liabilities fixed asset.
that's what. Can you able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what I am telling. So we maintain the fixed asset. For fixed asset, what are the depreciation is accumulated, that is treated as a asset for a time being. But that time being entries we need to show separately, or we need to show the balances in some GL. That's the reason we need to create GL account for these fixed asset, the accumulated depreciation. So whenever the depreciation is accumulated, that is treated as a temporary asset, temporary current asset. I need to show in screen. Okay, for these depreciation, we are not having any depreciation for land and building, plant and machinery, furniture and vehicle we are having. Okay, for these four ledgers we need to maintain the accumulated depreciation or provisional depreciation. What is provision? Provisional means that it's a temporary. Okay, so create. I will give the number 200 to 4 level. See, 4 level. These are the ranges we maintain. Let you know. If you remember last class or in our previous class, we maintained the number in account group. There we maintained the number ranges in account group. Okay, this is the number ranges we had maintained for accumulated depreciation. Okay, so we'll do that one. 411 accumulated depreciation balance sheet account. Then here provision for depreciation for building account. Provision for depreciation for building account. Again, it's a reconciliation account. Go to control data. When it's a reconciliation account, no need to select only balances in local currency. Instead of that, we are having another option called reconciliation account for account type, asset, select line item display, sort key 001. Then click on create bank or interest, G067. Save. Okay, so I'll copy total, and here I'll give the description as plant and machinery. again copy sorry, furniture and fixture, vehicle, that is enough. As we maintain the 4 or 5 fixed asset, out of 5 we are having 4 depreciation. For 4 asset we are having depreciation. Okay, now we'll move to P&L account, profit and loss account. What are the GLs we as of now we created or maintained? That is comes under balance sheets. Okay, now we will come to P&L account. There we are having 2 groups. One is income, and under income we are having 3, and expenses we are having 7 group. Okay, in P&L accounts no question of reconciliation account, only normal accounts. Okay, so first we'll start with creation of income accounts that we going to create in sales account group. Okay, just click on create, just give the number 300000, company code PSD, sales account group, and here sales revenue, or we can give revenue from sales. We can take like this, revenue from sales. Control data. It's a normal account. You need to select only balances in your local currency. Line item display. Sort key 001. Then click on create bank or interest. G029. Revenue accounts. In the same manner, we'll create one more account like this. 3,01. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll change this as revenue from sales, sales revenue from goods sold. The goods we sold, we got the revenue from there. To show the entry like this. Sorry, here I need to change again. Okay, sorry. Sales revenue from goods. Okay, now I'll change this as sales revenue from services. Assume that we are, along with my goods, we are selling services also. So example, assume that we are into laptop or desktop manufacturer. Along with sales, we do the services of that particular goods also. Okay, so we are going to sell the goods, along with we are going to do the services also. Okay, so like that I'm creating 2 ledgers. In case if you are having any services, you can post the entry in this account. Okay, as of now we are going to create like this, and we'll move to other income group next. Other income group, apart from sales, what are the income we got, or what are the income we are getting, that is treated as other income. Say example, commission, interest, receipt, sale of asset, all these things will be comes under that particular group. Okay, so click on create. What I'll do, I'll do 300205, company code PSD, account group, other income group, P&L account, and write down sale of asset, sale of asset account. Control data, select only balances in local currency, select limit and display, sort key is 001. Then click on create bank or interest, G052. This is one kind of revenue. We'll copy that one and page 00206, and we'll create like this profit on sale of asset. Then in the same manner or in the same group, we'll create 00207 PSD account group, other income, P&L account, interest received. What are the interest we received from the customer? It is treated as a other income. Okay. Control data, select only balances in local currency, select line item display, sort key 001, click on create bank interest G001. See, like that we can create one more account called commission received. If we are doing any commission based business, what are the income we got from or we are getting from commission, we can show separately commission received. Any apart from any kind of other income, we can mention here. Okay. So next we will move to expenses side, and material consumptions will create the ledgers later, and we'll go with personal staff cost. Here also we are having one account group is left out. We'll discuss regarding this later. And now we're going to create the account under this group. Okay, create 400200, enter account group, personal staff cost, P&L account, salary account. Control data, select only balances in local currency, select line item display, sort key 001, click on create bank interest G001, save, copy. Similarly, what are the expenditure we made to our staff, we can show it here. So, okay, then apart from that, wages we can create, then save, copy, wages. Apart from that, bonus account or bonus, what are the bonus we paid to my employees, and then apart from that, incentive account, so that's enough for personal staff cost group. Then manufacturing expenses we will discuss later. Administration expenses, create 400600, enter. Account group, administration expenses, P&L account, rent account. Control data, select only balances in local currency, select item display 001. Click on create bank interest D001. See. Same group, click on create 400605, enter. Account group, administration expenses, P&L account, loss on sale of asset. Loss on sale of asset account. Control data, select only balances in local currency, select line item display G001. Save. Then again copy 606. Loss on scrapping account. Next, we'll create account in interest account group. Create, click on create 400800 computer PSD, enter. Account group, interest account group, P&L account, interest, paid account. Control data, select only balances in local currency, select item display, sort key 001, click on create bank interest 001. Save. And last one, depreciation account. Create 400900, enter. Account group, depreciation account group, P&L account, depreciation expenses. Control data, select only balances in local currency, select item display, sort G001, click on create bank on interest G001. So we had created many ledgers, but it is not enough. Now we'll what to do? We'll stop here to creation of ledger, and we'll go with the next step, and that is what we call as posting. So posting is what is posting? Posting nothing but it's the end user activity where they used to post the transaction, like account receivable posting, or they used to raise the invoices, sales invoices, purchase invoices, then normal GL posting also they used to post, or they used to do. And here one more thing we need to observe here is we are going to test our configuration. As a consultant, we had maintained the configurations, and as a end user we used to test my configurations. What are the configurations we did as of now? We are going to test it, right? If my posting is able to, if I am able to post the entry, then my configuration is correct. If I am not able to post the entry, then will there is a problem or there is a error in my configuration, so then I need to rectify that error and I need to sort out. Okay, after that only I can able to post the entry. Without postings I cannot generate any kind of report, so that's the reason posting is very important, and for do the postings the configuration is very important. Now we are going to check the configuration with the help of posting. In SAP F5 we are having 4 types of postings. So number 1, account receivable posting, where we are going to sell our product to my customer, and accounting entry will come like this. Whenever we are going to sell the goods, or we sold or we are selling the goods, my customer account get debited and I'm going to give the credit to my sales revenue account. Sales revenue we are going to create under GL account or GL level or general ledger level, and customer we are going to create under AR or account receivable level. Okay, as of now we are not into that level. We'll discuss later all these things again. And whenever I'm selling the goods, I'm going to dispatch the material to my customer premises or customer location. After receiving the goods, customer is going to do the checking, right? After checking the goods, he find some damaged goods or some defective pieces. He need to return that damaged good to us, right? And after that I need to show the separate entry called as sales returns, or I need to give that much of amount as a credit, right? Amount as credit, that is what we call as credit. Okay, then second posting is account payable posting, where we are going to purchase the material with the vendor. The entry will come like this: purchase account debited to vendor account. We'll discuss about posting keys later. And whenever we receive the damaged goods, we need to return the damaged goods to my vendor. Then what is the accounting entry? Vendor account debited to purchasing account or purchase account. The third one is asset accounting posting, where we are going to purchase our asset. Whenever we purchase a asset, the entry will come like this: asset account debited to vendor or bank account. Then whenever we used to sell the asset, the entry will come like this: the customer account debited to asset account. Now fourth one is general ledger accounting, where we are going to post all my expenses like rent, salary, telephone expenses, petrol expenses. All these things will be debited, and bank or cash account will be get credited. Okay, bank or cash account will get credited. Now, how to do the entry? So in SAP, what are the entries we posted? What are the entry we posted? That entry, posted entry, cannot be modified or cannot be deleted. So posted entry cannot be modified or cannot be deleted. Assume that if you make a wrong entry, then what is the next? So as I told you, after posting the entry, we cannot do any changes, or we cannot delete that wrong entry also. But if you did any mistake entry, then what is the next step? To how to recover that wrong entry? Usually what we do, the posted document or not able to modify or not able to delete, only we can do the reverse the entry. We can reverse the wrong entry. Okay, then we need to avoid this wrong entry, right? We need to avoid the wrong entry. What we need to do, we are having two options before posting. We are having two options before posting. One is park and another is hold. So what is the park? Park, we can park means we can fill all the details in that particular screen, and instead of posting we can park it under our company code. What will happen in that park document? That value is get stored in our company code. Value that gets stored in our company code, but not posted to ledger. That value not get posted to ledger. So that is one advantage. Whenever we are maintain or whenever we enter the wrong data, we can modify in Park document. Whereas once the document has been posted, that is a final. We cannot do any changes. Whereas Park document, we can do any kind of changes. And hold is very much similar to Park. Here one difference is with the Park and hold is the hold we can while holding the document, the system will not generate the document number. So difference between Park and hold here is, while parking the documents, system will generate the document number automatically. Whereas while holding the document, system will not generate the document automatically. What are the number ranges we maintained in our previous class, that we need to give externally or manually. Then what is the difference between park and hold? Park and post. Post a document are not able to modify or delete, as I told you. Only we can pass the reverse entry if it is wrong. And park document can be modified or delete or post it later. Okay, so here what we do, how to post the entry, we'll see. So first, initially we'll post the GL document in multiple entry. Okay, so first we'll post the entry in. We post the entry in multiple entry, and second one we'll post the entry in single entry. What is the difference between multiple entry and single entry? Here is, in multiple entry we can use more than 2 ledgers. So what is the 2 ledger, or what is the 2 line item? So what is more than in multiple entry?
Sir, 1 second, sir. My screen is not visible.
Okay.
1 second.
Okay.
I will rejoin again.
Okay.
1 second. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay. Can I able to see?
Yes, sir. Now I can able to see.
In multiple entry, what we do? we are going to use more than 2 ledgers to post the entry. Multiple entry. So what is 2 ledger or how accounting entry comes? Say example, as you know how accounting entry is going to come. Say example, one is debit and one is credit, right? Say example, for rent we are giving debit, and for bank we are giving credit, right? This is what we call as accounting entry. Minimum 2 line item is there, right? This is minimum 2. One is debit and second one is debit. This is what we call as line items. Okay, minimum 2 line items should be there in any single in any accounting entry. Without 2 entry, it is incomplete. If I'm posting the entry like this, rent account debited, will the system is will the account entry is correct? No, it is not correct, right? It is not a accounting entry. It is not considered as a accounting entry. Accounting entry must and should be 2 line item, right? One is credit, one is debit, second one is debit. Right? In multiple entry, we can use more than 2. Say example, I'm giving rent. I'm giving rent to my HR building. I'm going to give the rent rent to my production building, like that, and credit to my bank account. We can use more than 2 ledgers to post the entry. We can use more than 2 ledgers to post the entry, and debit and credit is going to bifurcate as it is. Means we are giving rent account debited to bank account. Debit and credit we are going to use as it is, but in single entry we can use only one debit and one credit account to post the entry, and debit and credit as bifurcate by using posting keys. We will not use any word called debit or credit. We are going to use the posting keys. These are the posting keys which is maintained in the system standardly, and right now we are going to use that one. We are not going to create any posting entry separately. What we do, we are going to use the existing or standard posting key. If you want to see the posting keys, you can go in T code OB41 and you can search and you can view the posting keys. Okay, so in single entry we can do like this, and apart from that we'll try to pass the document and we'll try to hold the document. Then what are the documents we held so that we can post again, and what are the document we parked, we can also post and delete or modify that one, and after that we'll go to reverse the document and balance display. So these are the activities we do, and again this is end user activity. As a consultant, no need to worry about all these things, how the entry will come, but here in our practice or in our system, I need to know how the entry will come and how the configuration is done, whether it is wrong, whether it is right. When it is wrong, we cannot able to post the entry. When it is right, we can able to post the entry and we can get the report. Okay. So now we'll come to SAP screen, easy access screen, accounting, in financial accounting, general ledger, and document entry, FB50. This is multiple entry screen or multiple entry T code, not screen, T code. FP50. Just input or enter into that level, and company code is some other company code. Just change the company code and PSD, and we'll take the document, today's document date 2021, and posting date also same. You can mention that same name also. What kind of expenses you are going to make? Here I am going to give rent to my landlord. Okay, so I am giving the text as rent paid. Then for which account I am going to give the debit, as we already maintained the ledger. We are having the ledger called rent account. See, select that one, debit. See, as I told you, we are going to use debit and credit as it is, and here I am giving 20,000. And again, if I am giving the debit entry, must and should I need to give the credit entry, right? So for credit, which account I need to select? Here you can click on this button or press F4 to get the ledger. Again, I am giving debit to my HDFC Bank, credit to my HDFC Bank account. Here I am giving 12,000. Press enter. Okay. So it is giving an error. No amount tolerance range enter to the company code. Okay, what is tolerance? We'll do the configurations. We'll come back and we'll try to post the entry. Okay, what is tolerance? What is tolerance? So tolerance means we cannot tolerate some kind of mistakes, right? Here we're having the option called tolerances for employee. So what is tolerance group? Tolerance group is some extent we are giving the limit or setting the limit for my employee. Who is employee? Employee is nothing but our end users, right? So what are the mistakes they done, or what are the mistakes they are doing? We cannot sit along with our end user, but we can control them to do the mistakes. Okay, we can control. How to control? We can maintain the tolerance limit, or we can set the tolerance limit for that particular user. Say example, so my login ID is user 3, right? My login ID is user 3, and for this user means end user. For this user, I'm set the limit as 1 lakh. What will happen in this particular user ID? In this particular user ID, we cannot post more than 1 lakh. We cannot post more than 1 lakh amount. Any transaction more than 1 lakh, system will reject the entry, or it will not allow you to post the entry. This is what we call as tolerance. In real time, it is very much useful because this kind of mistakes or this kind of limit we can set to my end user ID, and on that basis they can post the entry. So here what I'll do, I'm going to create the tolerance group. I need to go to IMG again, SAP reference IMG, then financial accounting new.
Already we created the tolerance user.
We already maintained, I think. We'll check once, okay? So financial accounting global setting.
Okay.
Document. Then tolerance group.
Different group of employees. PSV.
Yes, we are having. Why it is showing that?
1. PSD 1.
Yeah, this I know. Okay. We already maintained. Why it is showing error again? Check. Okay. So the That's the reason we're getting the error. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll delete that group. Okay, now I'll come to, already we maintained, that's the reason. So, okay. Now it is again showing the error. What I'll do, I'll come back and re-enter into GL account again. And rent.
You put 1 lakh as tolerance limit.
Now we can set any amount here, but in real time it is very much useful. In practice you can give any amount, no problem. Okay. As we are working as a consultant as well as end user, right? So we can put any amount here. It is not a real one, right?
But we have to put within the limit only. No?
Sorry?
Within the limit only we have to put, right?
No issues. You can give any amount here. But in real time it is very much useful. Okay. 202. Credit 8,000. See, once you've gone with the entry, what will happen? So I'd give the debit to my bank rent account and credit to my bank account. Here I'm mentioning only 12,000. See the entry. Can you able to post this entry? No, I cannot post the entry, right? Because balance not equal to 0. It is telling that balance is not equal to 0. I cannot post the entry because it's in red color. If I'm getting I'm trying to post, see here, amount is 0, line item will be ignored. So posting is only possible with a 0 balance. Correct the document. You cannot post the entry like this, right? Amount, what are the amount we entered in the debit side, the same amount we need to maintain in the credit side also, right? See, now I'm giving like this 8,000. Okay, see the entry now. Balance is 0. Now we can able to save the entry, right? This is what we call as multiple entry, where we can use more than 2 ledgers. One is debit, and here we are giving 2 account to credit, right? Here we can use n number of entries. So it's in an interview question. In an interview, we'll get a question like this. Okay. How much line items required to post the accounting entry? Post the accounting entry. So as I told you, we require minimum 2 line items, right? 2 line items to post the GL document. Okay, the 2 is a minimum, right? Then next question is, if you are looking, or if you are maintaining 2 line items, then minimum requirement is 2 line item. Then how much is maximum, or how maximum line item we can use in GL posting? As here we maintained 3 line items, right? One is rent, HDFC bank account, another one is ICICI bank account. In this way, how much I can use, maximum how much line items I can use? It's a general yeah, multiple. Okay, how much? $9.99 line items I can use. We can use towards the GL document. 999 line items I can use towards the document. This is more than enough, because in our real time we can use maximum 15 or 20 maximum, that I'm telling, 15 or 20 line items to post the document or GL document. But system is allowing you to use 999 line items. Okay, so this is general information. Just click on saved here. Okay, there is no problem with my configurations. I can able to post my entry. Right, if you want to see the entry, if you want to see the posted entry, directly you can go with document here and select display. See, entry will come like this. And if you want to do any changes, although it is not allowed, but just double click on it and click on change here. You can change the value date and some part of assignment, not more than that. Only thing you can change the assignment number or value date, that's it. You cannot do any changes along with amount like that, or amount or GL account number like that. We cannot do any changes. Only we can change is the value date and assignment. As you saw the screen of GL posting, we are having a two section. This screen has been divided into two section. Number one is header section. This is what we called as header section, and this is what we called as line item section. In header sections, we are going to maintain the document date, posting date, header text, all these things will be maintained, company code, and all these things will be maintained in header text. Whereas in line item section, line item section, we are going to maintain what kind of entries we are going to make, what kind of debit, credit, and how much amount we are going to make. All these details will be maintained here in line item section. Okay. In the similar way, if you see the document, if you going to see the document, again we are having the two section here also. One is a header section, and second one is in header section, where we can see the document number, then document date, posting date, company code, all these things, posting period, all these things will be get displayed here. Whereas in line item, we can see the posting key, as I mentioned, the posting keys, and debit and credit, account, amount, all these things will be, we can see here. Okay, this is what the sections where we can see the data. Okay, so this is what we called as posting the document in multiple entry. Now we'll come to F-02, where we can post the GL document in single entry. F-02, post the GL document in single entry. T code F-02 path change. Again, I'll take today's date, 2021. Then here I'm giving the text as salary paid, 40, that's debit, 40 is debit, 40 is debit. Debit to which account? I need to mention the account here. As I'm having the salary account here, yes, I'll take the salary account. One minute. Hello? Installation, set up. Could you laugh at it? Back. Charger ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಚಾರ್ಜರ್ ಬೇಕು Okay, 4-5 hours better. Installation. ಅಲ್ಲ 4-5 hours ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಚಾರ್ಜರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯಾವುದು ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಚ್ ಪಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ತರ್ಕೊಡಕ್ಕಲ್ವಾ ಚಾರ್ಜರ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಇನ್ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾವುದು ಚಾರ್ಜರ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. ನಾಳೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನಾಳೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ನೀವು ಇವತ್ತು ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕೊಡಿ. ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ನಾಳೆ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಾಳೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಮಂಡೇ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸರಿ ಸರಿ ಮಂಡೇ. So account 400,200, that is salary account. Enter. It will come to next level. Here I need to input the amount. Say example, I am going to pay 1 lakh as my salary, and cost center, profit center as of now we not maintain, and I will give the value date. This is today's date, and in our previous screen we had given the debit. Now I am going to give credit. Credit to my which account? Credit to my bank account. Bank account is there, 20020. Any bank you can select. Press enter, and again it will come to next screen. Amount column, just give the star. What are the amount you entered or mentioned in the previous screen, it will pick up. Value date 27, and in text column plus. It will take the the previous screen's text. Press enter. Okay, so I think text is not maintained. Check once again. Okay. So here I'm not able to see the text. 1 minute. I'll re-enter. Amount. Just a moment. So we are not able to see the text there, so I will go to OBC4, and for my salary I mentioned, or I assigned field status group as G001. I think the text field is hidden. Let me check inside the position. Yes, yes, use my, select this one, double click on field status G001. Segment, location, region, purchase order, this text is option limited. So okay, let me check in FB60, sorry, FB50. for f-02. Yes, I'm able to see the text now. Okay, text salary paid, and here I need to give the credit entry and sales revenue account. Enter star. Yes, see the value will be and text will be taken out. Before posting, you can simulate. Simulate means what? We can check the entry. Before posting, we can check the entry. After that also we can view the entry, but before posting, we can check the entry. Okay, how to check? Go to document in menu bar. Go to document in menu bar and select simulate. So in this way we can check the entry. Okay, so debit is salary, credit to sales revenue account. Okay, sorry, so not sales revenue account, bank account I need to use. Sorry. Okay, I need to cancel this. Salary paid 40, that is 40000200. Enter amount 1 lakh. Text salary paid 50 and my bank account 200201. Enter amount star, amount column star plus. Enter. Go to document in menu bar and select simulate. Okay, see here it will come like this. Debited to salary account and credited to HDFC bank account. Okay, again the entry should be 0, then only we can able to save the document or post the document. Just click on save. Now the entry has been saved, not posted. If you want to see our display, click on display like this. Okay. Next up, so we'll hold the document, click on FB50 again. There we can have the options called hold, park. Here also we can use the hold options. Okay, so I'll check that one and I'll give the entry as wages paid. Wages paid, and here I'm having the debit. Wages debit. Say example 10,000. I'm giving wages. Credit 200201. Okay. Instead of clicking on posting or post button, just click on hold. Once you click on hold, it will ask temporary document number. As I told you, I need to input the document number manually or externally. Okay, I need to input the document number manually. Say example, I am here giving the document number as PSD1. Okay, any name you can give. And then click on hold document. See here, the document PSD1 was held. Now if I want to recall this held document, where to go? Recall this held document. Where I need to go? Either I can come back to FB50 again. Here also I can view. Go to document in menu bar and click on hold the document, and here I need to give the document number which is I mentioned, PSD1. Then okay, so already it has been saved now. That's the reason here I cannot see, But if you want to see the held document, go to general posting in F-02. See here, we are having the option called held document. If you want to see the held document, click on held document and PSD 1 and username, press enter. We'll get the entry like this. Okay, then we'll get the entry like this. Just click on save. Just click on save. Okay, now we'll try to park the document. See here, it is a parked option, FV50. FV50. Again, I'll give some expenses posting 2021. Wages, incentive, paid. We're having the incentive account. Debit 25,000. Credit 200,201. Okay. Now entry is correct. Click on save. So see the difference. Document 1003 PSD was parked. Okay. Now what are the documents we parked? We can post or delete it. Okay, how to do? Go to document, there parked document, and FBV0 post or delete. Document number, it will pick it up automatically. If you know the document number, you can mention it. Otherwise, go to document list and you will get the parked document here. Okay, just now we are having the document number. Just press enter. It will come to our entry. If you want to do any changes, you can do. Otherwise, if you want to post, you can post it here. Or if you want to delete totally, you can go and delete the parked document. Okay, click on post and it will ask for value date. I will mention today's date as the value. Okay, press enter. Say the value. So document get posted. Okay, now I think we did 4 transactions or 4 entries we posted. Assuming that one entry is wrong, what we do? We are going to reverse that one. Assuming one entry is wrong, and we are going to delete that one. Okay, reverse the document. T code FB08. Again here we need to input the document number. If you know the number, you can type it here. Otherwise, go to document list there and just input your company code, execute, press enter here. We'll get the posted document list. From that we can select our any number, any document number you can select. Okay, so come back here, I will mention the document number 1003, and one more option I need to input here is reversal reason. What is reversal reason? When you are going to reverse the things, the reverse in current period. Okay, if you want to see the balance, if you want to see the entry again, click on display before reversal. It will come like this. Then come back, click on save. Okay, so now we did so many transactions. I want to see the balances, or I want to see whole report. How to see? Go to accounts here and we can see the GL balance display in FS10N. In this particular T code, I can able to see only one GL balance. That's it. See, I am mentioning 200201 company code PSD and my fiscal year is 2020. So click on execute. See, we'll get the balance like this. So 1,47,000 is a balance, credit balance. Out of that, 25,000 is a debit balance, and total credit balance is 1,22,000. Okay, here it's a bit confusing. If you want to see the line by line item display, I need to go to this level, FPL 3M. Here I can input all my ledgers. Say example, my ledgers start from 1 lakh until 5 lakh. What are the ledgers, or in whichever ledger we're having the transaction, that should be displayed. I can give like this. Okay. Then company code PSD and select all item, means it will show all kind of entries, and select normal item. Execute, and we'll get the display or report like this. We're having the document number, document type, date, posting key, debit and credit, and amount. So this much amount or this much entries we can able to see here. Okay. Okay, this is what we called as GL postings, and as of now, what are the entries we did? There is no error. We didn't find any error, so my configuration is correct as of now. Okay, so tomorrow we'll continue. We'll stop here today and we'll continue tomorrow. I'll update the
Sir,
time.
one doubt, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, why we use the incentive as a separate instead of same document and ledger? Why use as a incentive in separate lines, sir, for posting?
Where?
For rent, for a rent, we used a document rent, that
rent?
module.
For rent?
For that module, sir.
I'm not getting your question.
Sir, can you go to the module main page, IMG level?
Okay. For this screen. This screen or what?
The financial general document. For rent, we use this general account document. For incentive also, we can use this document itself.
Yeah, this screen you can use. Either you can go with this option or this option. Any option you can use. That not an issue. Post rent you can use any option.
So we can use this option itself.
Yes, any option you can use. Any T code you can use to post the entry. It is not mandatory to post only rent here and salary is here. It is not like that. I am showing the difference. What is the difference is that I am showing. That's it. You can use any T code.